Now, did you know that with as little as 1,000 Kenyan shilling that you could get yourself started with investing, which in the long run you could generate yourself some extra cash, some extra money in the pocket, which could help you in getting to sort out your bills and expenses at the end of the month. This is an extra source of income. This is a passive income where it helps you to generate yourself a fortune. Remember, with the only one source of income, it cannot help you that you come to a place where you can make yourself a fortune. You can only make a living with this one source of income, but you come to find that even the most successful people in the world who have made themselves financially free, they have done it so with having multiple sources of income. And with me here today, I am bringing you some of the ways that you could get to invest or get yourself started with even as little as 1,000 Kenyan shilling. That means you don't have a reason to say that you don't have the money to get yourself started. With investing, something that I always insist is that it is not the amount of money that counts. It's not the amount of money that you have that matters a lot. Rather, it is the discipline, it is the consistency, it is the habits with you or with me. For us to get to a place where we can be financially free, it is by us practicing the habits of those successful people. And so today, it's that day where I get to share with you some of the insights that I have got from the past and from my friends who have been able to come to this path and have been able to generate some passive income. And so this is Insightful Endeavors with Ian David. And before we continue, if you are new to this channel, remember to subscribe, to like this video, to share it with your loved ones, and also to leave a comment there down below. Also remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified anytime we get to upload a new video. And so let's get started. So with your 1,000 Kenyan shilling, the first thing that you could do and get yourself started with investing, it's on stocks. So stocks, we have previously described it in our previous episodes as what we commonly call here in Kenya shares. And so with the shares, this is where you get to own a certain percentage of a company by purchasing a certain percentage of shares. How you do this is that it is by you going and opening an account through the Central Bank of Kenya. This account is known as a CDS account. You get to open a CDS account. Then after you open a CDS account, you are able now to participate in buying the shares that you're willing for. So the first thing you do is that you get also to identify a company that you would like maybe to buy the shares, a company that is doing well, a company that has been there, it has been doing well in the past, maybe like 5 years. Then again, as you look into this company, you need to also to look how they have been dealing with their debt, and also maybe you need to consider what kind of product or service are they offering to the marketplace. Will this product or will this service be still needed in the marketplace in the next 5 or 10 years? Because I remember with the stocks, it is not something that you invest today and expect returns the same day. This is like a relationship where you begin and then you'll be expecting returns on the long run. So with the stocks, that's how you can get started. And you come to find that in Kenya we have some of the shares that are being sold for as low as 14 shilling, and a good example is the Safaricom shares. The Safaricom shares, they are going at a 14 Kenyan shilling per share, which you could get yourself started with even as little as Kenyan shilling, because you find that if the price of a share if the price per share is 14 shilling, and the requirement is always that for you to get started with the shares for any company, you need to purchase at least 100 shares. So 100 shares, that is 14 times 100, you get that around 1,400. So it's only 400 that you need to add to your 1,000, then you can get yourself started with these shares, which this is a company that we know that people will still be needing communication services even in the next 5 years, even in the next 10 years. So it is a good way that you could begin or you get yourself started with investing with these such types of companies. And remember, this is just an example. So there are many other companies that you could get to look at and invest in them. And that's the only money that you need, 1,400 Kenyan shilling, and then you started with investing with this example of a company that we have shared. Opening a CDS account, that's free. You only need you need only several documents, and then you're good to go. And remember, even if you don't have the 1,000 Kenyan shilling today, you could go and open up the account, then be waiting. Whenever you get the cash, then you could go now and get yourself started with the shares, which is the first step. The first step that you could do is that, or the easiest thing is that you first begin with the things that are there available to you. If you do not have the cash already, because again, maybe you may not be having the 1,400 Kenyan shilling or the 1,000 Kenyan shilling for maybe the shares that you would consider buying, the first step that you could take is go and open a CDS account, which is free. And I can bet you or tell you that the documents that you need to open a CDS account, they are also documents that you already have. So there is no reason as to why you could not get yourself started with investing on these stocks. Stocks, they are one of the best ways that you could get to create yourself a fortune. All the millionaires that we see around, they have in one way or another gotten themselves involved with the stock. And I know somebody might be asking, then if it's that easy, as little as a thousand Kenyan shilling, then why are so many people not engaged into it? Or why then do we still have poor people? The reason is simple as this: whatever is easy to do is also very easy not to do. So what do I mean? Even after I share this idea, even after I've shared this type of investment with us, you'll find that there are still people who will doubt. There are still people who will not take even a single step to getting themselves started. So what do you need to do is that you need to take this step of investing as fast as possible without a delay. Yeah, that's the first step. And we get to look at the second way that you could get to invest your 1,000 Kenyan shilling. And the second way that you can invest, it is on REITs. So what are REITs? These are real estate investment trusts. So maybe you are there and you are one who is always excited about maybe having apartments, maybe investing in apartments, investing in rental houses, investing or having your own rental houses, such kind of things. You are always that kind of a person who is driven towards that kind of a path. And you come to find that for you to get started with real estate and rental apartments, it requires quite a huge amount of money for you to get started. But again, now, because this is insightful endeavors, and remember, we always get to share some insights and some good insights on how we can better ourselves on matters, wealth, health, and personal growth. So today, I come to bring you this good idea on how you can get yourself started with this real estate kind of a deal. And how you get involved with this one is REITs. They are where you can now participate with these projects of real estate. So how it happens is that you find that there is a company that pulls resources together, then they go and do the construction of the apartments or the estates, and then what they do is that whatever income shall be generated, maybe monthly or at the end of the year, then you get yourself paid through dividends. Yeah, that's how you can get to involve yourselves. And we have a company like Kwetu. So with this one, you go there and you get yourself started with them, you invest, and you find that you can get started, especially like this one that I'm giving you, Kwetu. You find that you can get yourself started with as little as 212 Kenyan shilling. So you go there, open a CDS account again, you go and get these shares from this company, and then you involve yourself with this rate. And at the end of the day, you find that you benefit from their dividends, or you benefit from being a rental owner even without having a physical apartment or not having a physical rental apartment. So that's a good way that you can get yourself involved even with this type of an investment. And you know what, you don't have a reason as to why you should not get yourself involved. If at all the least amount that you need it's as little as 212 Kenyan shilling, then with your 1,000, that means you have even more opportunities to venture even into more other companies that maybe I've not gotten to mention here. Remember, before you take any decision on any investment, I always say that do your due diligence. Do not take this information and make it a holy grail or make it a path without you doing your own due diligence. So after you've done your own due diligence, go then decide that this is the best company that I would want to invest with. Then make the necessary procedures that are required there, and then make your deposit, and then sit back and wait for now your passive income to be generated as according to the terms of your company. If it is monthly, then your money shall be billed to you every end of the month, and that's how you get yourself started with this journey towards financial freedom. And that's how we get wealthy. Remember, in life, you could live a life where you only make a living, which is good. It's a noble thing. Or you could live a life where you live to make a fortune, which is more noble thing. It is a good thing that you make wealth, yeah? So we get to look at that way which you could get to generate yourself some passive income with as little as 1,000 Kenyan shilling. I am keeping on insisting on this one because it is a good thing that when growing up, I always thought that maybe to get yourself into investments, you need a lot of money. I thought that maybe you need over 100,000 Kenyan shilling, you need over 1,000,000 Kenyan shilling. I thought you could always need these large sum amounts of money, but you know what? It's not that hard. It's only that you didn't know. Now today, I am sharing with you these insights. How good could it be? And even before we continue, remember to touch on that subscribe button so that we can continue engaging more further as we get now to look at the third way that you could invest your 1,000 Kenyan shilling. So this is on money market funds. I love this one and I keep on insisting on it. So money market funds, as we previously said, is these are investment vehicles. This is where you get to put your money or invest your money, and then with these investment vehicles, that what they do is that they compound your money. They generate you some interest. So you give them their money and then they invest, and what they do is that they invest in low risk kind of investments which generate money, and this money now can be deposited in your account or can be billed to your account on daily basis. That means at the end of the month you get yourself some interest. And the good thing with money market funds is that you find that after you've made your first deposit, then it generates you interest at the end of the month. And then what happens is that even the interest that has been generated, it is also part of the money that will generate interest in the other following month. What they do is that they compound everything, even your interest. So it's a good way. Assuming you began with 1,000 Kenyan shilling, it generates you maybe another 10 shilling. At the end of the second month, the 1,000 and the 10 shilling, they will generate interest together. It's a very good kind of an investment, and you need to get yourself started. And you know what? There are even money market funds that allow you to get started with as little as 100 Kenyan shilling. Not even 1,000 now, this one. It's as little as 100 Kenyan shilling. That is less than even $1, because you find that at this particular time when we are doing this particular episode, the value or exchange of a Kenyan shilling to a dollar, it's only 130 Kenyan shilling. It is equivalent to $1. So you could get yourself started. There is no reason as to why you cannot get yourself started with this kind of an investment, which is the money market fund. And you know what? In our next episode, we will try and share some of the money market funds that you could invest with, even with as little as 1,000 Kenyan shilling, and then get to generate yourself some passive income, and in the long run make a fortune. So for you not to miss out on these money market funds, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment there down below, and also turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we get to upload our next episode. So thank you, bye bye, see you on the next episode. This is Insightful Endeavors with Ian David.